Hey Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Welcome to this space. Welcome to April. These are your April messages, okay? Just for the month of April. These are only going to be about 10 to 15 minutes long, give or take. I will try to keep them within that time frame. We are just going to pull two oracle messages. Sorry, Scorpio. There was some technical difficulties literally right when I started your reading, so my mic decided that it just wanted to go out, so I wanted because it was blinking. So I wanted to make sure you guys could hear me. So we're going to get back into it. We have the sun for you guys, Scorpio. I am so sorry. Hopefully my camera is not too lopsided. I am so sorry, y'all. There we go. Okay. The sun. It says life, vitality, and purpose. So it seems like in the month of April for you guys, Scorpio, is looking pretty good. Is looking pretty good. Now, some of you guys, your sun sign might be a focus astrologically right now for some reason. Some of you guys in the month of April, like leading up to the month of April, you guys actually have been feeling like, you actually have a purpose, you actually have something to live for, or you feel like there's more vitality and purpose when it comes to your job, how you make money, when it comes to helping other people, when it comes to your community. Okay. I also get the sense that in April, wherever you live, if the sun is out, go outside, enjoy it, soak it in, do not skip that day to be outside. Even if you have to work, if you can somehow step outside for your lunch break or something like that to get some sun, please do so. It's going to really do you some good, Scorpio. Some of you guys could be going someplace in April where there's a lot of sun as well, okay, year round. That's awesome. Yeah, you have the bottom of the deck, you have Gemini, which is interesting, multifaceted, balanced, curious. So some of you guys may find yourselves being more social, going out, doing more things with people, with your family, with your friends, with new people, with your significant other, with your kids. I don't know, but it seems like in the month of April is a really good time for you to get out. It's a really good time for you to, show your fun side. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull another oracle message, you guys, for the month of April. This month of April for Scorpios. Ancestors of light, messengers of light for Scorpio. Sun, moon, and rising signs for April this year. This month of April. Okay, so you have vulnerability is not a weakness. There we go. Like, again, this month in April, Scorpio, is going to be really good for you to get out. It's going to be really good for you to like really connect with people who get you. Maybe you're afraid to be vulnerable with someone because you just don't know how they're going to take how you feel. And it doesn't mean that you have to have like a deep conversation, like, or you're sad or anything. It just could just be you and a friend just sitting down, just having some really nice, deep conversations about life, about how you feel about life, how you feel about your job, how you feel about your significant other or potential significant other. Okay. Um, Having some drinks. Like, I'm really getting like this energy of like, just have some drinks, have some fun, go out, have a meal with somebody and just allow them to talk about how they feel, and also making sure that you have space. So again, making sure that you're talking to people who give you the space, like you all will have space to talk about how you feel, or just maybe there are those of you, maybe you don't smile. I don't know where this is coming from, but some of you guys may not smile a lot. Maybe some of you guys, your personality or demeanor is a little bit more hard, and people may take you for being upset all the time, or maybe some of you guys have resting bitch face. I don't know, but and that's okay. But there are people, I'm just getting that there's people in the month of April in your life that just make you feel like you can be you. And it's quite possible that in the past you've been, maybe in your distant past or recent past, you've been dealing with a lot of situations or people who have caused you to only show the hard side of you, right? the less fun side of you. I'm just really getting Scorpio. Please have fun in April. Please have fun because it's gonna definitely set the tone for you for the rest of the springtime. Just saying. Okay. Also, if you guys are interested, check out your springtime reading, your spring equinox reading, because that's for the entire springtime. Okay. Those readings are a little bit longer, but I do recommend that you take some keynotes from that. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump into the tarot, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and scoot this over. I don't think you guys can see that. Okay. I need to actually like make sure I get more light in here, but I love natural light. But the sun literally just went behind the clouds. So, but it's fine. Interesting how we're talking about the sun and then the sun in my area decides to go behind the clouds. That's too funny. Or the clouds covers the sun. So like I said, whenever you have the time, whenever you have the chance, this springtime, I don't care if the sun is out every day, go outside, enjoy it, sit outside, sit on your porch, go to a park and get a blanket, lay on the grass, and just enjoy the sunlight. Okay. All right, Scorpio, sun, moon, rising signs. Let's see here. I'm going to pull 3 cards for you guys, Scorpio, for April of this year, for this month of April. Let's see what's going on with Scorpio. My beautiful Scorpios for April of this year. Okay, yep. You have the Hanged Man. So I've been feeling kind of like, some of you guys may have been feeling maybe in a relationship or a situation, you kind of feel like you're just kind of being hung out to dry kind of a thing. You're just like, dang, what did I do to deserve this? This could be in your past, in your recent past here. Oh, look at this. Bottom of the deck. I cannot make that up. That is so funny. It was just peeking out from the bottom of the deck. The Sun card. Some of you guys definitely have a Leo in your life. Okay, or you have Leo in your chart. Check that out. It seems like Leo has a lot to say to a lot of us, but I think it's because Mars is going to be in Leo. It's going to be leaving Cancer and going into Leo, I think this April, like this month. So it's quite possible that Leo is just really just coming out, just, ready to go, just ready to grace us with their presence, right? But with the Hanged Man here, it does seem like, there's some perspectives that are changing in a very, from a very uncomfortable situation. Okay. Could be that someone may have said something to you, or maybe they didn't say something to you, or you overheard something, or you were just put in a really weird spot in life, or a really weird spot in a relationship or at work, to where you kind of learned something was more than what it was, or what have you. Okay. That's a lot. But sometimes when we're put in uncomfortable situations, Scorpio, our perspectives change about our circumstances, or our perspectives change about someone. But again, you don't necessarily, it doesn't have to be too uncomfortable, but there is like a situation that you just kind of had to flip upside down and see from a different viewpoint. Okay. And now you kind of see someone in a different light now, good or bad, depends. Okay. Or you see a certain like situation in your life, money, health, wealth, what have you, happiness. You kind of see it from a different perspective now. Tower, yes. April is seems like there's a tower moment. That's you, that's Scorpio. I love seeing the tower because that means that there is something that has been, you've been holding on to something, or someone that you know has been holding on to something, a perspective, a belief, a way of thinking. There could be a relationship that someone's holding on to, a job that someone's holding on to, something that you're really trying to uphold, or someone else in your life is trying to uphold, and at some point it just needed to be burned to the ground completely. So there's something here that's just not going to, it's just not functional, and it has to be torn down and then reconstructed, right? So I think that there's some type of reconstruction that's happening here. Okay. Some of you guys, maybe there's actually a fire that happened in your city, or a fire that actually happened in your home. I don't know. I hope that's not the case, but if this is the case, there is some type of rebuilding here in your life with that. Some of you guys are mothers or fathers, but this is feminine energy. So I'm seeing this as mothers. So some of you guys, or you're dealing with your mother. There's something about motherhood for some of you. Maybe there's something going on with your children that is actually, maybe some of you guys are going to be vulnerable with your children. or you may need to allow your child to be vulnerable with you and not be so difficult on them when they're vulnerable. You know, some of you guys might be too hard on your children, and when they show any type of vulnerability, you try to toughen them up a little bit because that's how you were raised. But in the month of April, this needs to change. There's something about enlightening yourself, Scorpio, either when it comes to your children, when it comes to your partner, when it comes to your family, friends, your job. There's just something that maybe you had this idea in your mind of how things are supposed to be and how you're supposed to react to things and how you're supposed to feel about things. And that's completely crumbling in April. And in the end, the result is the Empress, where you are truly able to take care of those you love. You're truly able to be there for your kids if you have kids or a child. You're truly able to be there for your partner and really nurture the people around you. Because again, Scorpio, if you've kind of had this perspective where you feel like you have to be hard, you have to be stern, you know, especially for those of you who have kids, like just be careful with that. Okay. Just let them be vulnerable. Let them talk about how they feel, right? Let them cry. Let them be them, right? Let them pour their heart out. Okay. Let people see the part of you that really wants to come out. Okay. Let people see you, Scorpio. Let them see you smile. Let them see how happy you are. Let them see how, and also don't be afraid, Scorpio, to show someone how much you love them. You may not say it out loud, but like there's people in your life or a person where you really deeply love them and you don't really say that to them. You don't say it. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this sun card here because I like that energy. Let's just, yeah, just kind of open up, Scorpio. This is a time. And for those of you who are opened up, for those of you who are like, no, this is me, I feel this, like I've been there, done that, and I'm doing this, good. Like this is just means that you are here now. Like you're fine. For those of you who have put in the work and you've already like come across this energy in the cosmos, and you know your spirit has been talking to you about this, and you guys have made you and your spirit have made an agreement, like we need to be this sun energy, this sunny pina colada energy vibe. um Good. This is great. This is great to see if this is you right now. Okay. All right, one more time for Scorpio. Let's clarify these really quickly. Scorpio for April, for this month in April. Yep. Some of you guys could have learned this stern energy from your father or a father figure of some kind, and you've needed to kind of transform your perspective here. You need to kind of like turn the light bulb on or let the sun shine on this situation. Okay, some of you guys, your perspective when it comes to your father has changed. Is there a reconciliation there? If there has been distance, possibly. I don't know. It depends on your situation. But I also see this as like you have both the masculine and the feminine here. So again, with that Gemini energy that came out earlier, duality. Okay, so maybe this has been your perspective, Scorpio, this Aries energy, this Mars, God of War type of energy, ready to fight, ready to, just always at the ready, right? But the Empress, like, she doesn't really need to be ready because everything that she needs, anything that she asks for, is going to be given to her, right? So you've done the masculine work, Scorpio, right? You've lived your life in this masculine state, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter, right? You've been the survivor. You've built your life, like you've rebuilt your life, maybe time and time again for some of you. But now it's time to really like stop being so ready. Just time to relax. It's time to rest with this Taurus energy. So some of you guys, when Taurus season comes around this month, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be so amazing for you. Yep. Get together with somebody. There's Gemini again, the lovers. Get together. Have some drinks, have some meals. I don't know. Like, go to karaoke. I'm not really into karaoke like that, but that popped into my head. Some of you guys might be. Get together with your kids. Get together with your significant other. Get together with your parents. I don't know. Have a day with your parents. Some of you guys may be befriending a coworker where it becomes friends, but there's definitely some really huge transformation, some really huge upheaval, something that needs to crumble and fall within a relationship here. or within your own duality, Scorpio. So when it comes to, like I was saying, the masculine and feminine kind of duking it out, or the masculine kind of trying to take precedence over the feminine, you need to let the feminine have a chance here. You need to be more nurturing towards yourself. Therefore, you're more nurturing towards other people. Does that make sense? So make sure your masculine and feminine are hand in hand here. Okay. Some of you guys could be dealing with a mother and a father too. You're learning like from generational like situations. Nine of Cups, clarifying. Like I said, the Empress, Ace of Cups. Listen, bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. You don't need to be ready. You've been ready, right? You don't, Scorpio, you don't need to constantly have a knife in your back pocket. You don't constantly have to be building and constantly have to be ready to fight or ready to, you know, just constantly ready. I don't know. I don't know where that's coming from, but look at this. Like, you don't need to be ready because what you want is already ready. It's already done. It's prepared to be given to you, right? You have what you need. You have everything that, like, the things that you're thinking about that you don't have in your life. Why are you thinking about it? Think about the things that you already have right now. Express your love to somebody. Even if it's your family, maybe, again, it could be your children. Maybe you just need to hug them. You need to hug somebody and just be like, I really appreciate you. Right. And then when you do that and you open up, these people are going to be like, I love you too. Like, are you serious? Right. They're going to be the ones that show you, like, we've loved you all along. But the things that are not showing you love, this is crumbling. These things are crumbling. Okay. The things that are keeping you in the emperor perspective, that's changing. That's changing. Okay. That's changing for you if you so choose for it to change for you, right? Fill your cup up, give off these sunny vibes, enjoy the springtime, enjoy April. Okay, Scorpio, much love and light to all of you. I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. Stay safe, stay healthy. Hope to see you guys in your next reading. Bye, guys.